out for the summer. And while every other winery is sending the same old red, white, and rosé sale on the 4th of July, you have the chance to stand out in the inbox. Let's shake things up and make your emails the ones people actually open, read, and most importantly, buy from. Today, I'm giving you email ideas that flip the script on the usual winery summer marketing playbook. If you've ever thought, ugh, this feels like what every other winery is sending, you're in the right place. Let's make your emails unexpected, delightful, and most importantly, profitable. Welcome to the Email Mavens YouTube channel, the place for winery owners and marketing pros who want to sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. I'm Erica Walter, founder and CEO of Email Mavens, and I get jazzed about jazz. July, August, and September. Listen, this can be pre-game for your OND, but not if you're just running the same playbook as every other winery. Let's explore some new themes to bring into the mix, shall we? For July, we're gonna do a little summer shake-up. What everyone else is doing, red, white, and rosé sale. What you could be doing instead, the independence from shipping costs sale. Instead of the typical 4th of July bundle, give freedom from shipping fees for one day only. What everyone else is doing, hot weather equals chilled whites. What you could be doing instead, the great ice cube experiment. Send an email challenging subscribers to chill a red wine that they wouldn't expect. Include a guide on which red wines to chill, what temps to hit, maybe even a side-by-side comparison challenge where they're thinking room temp cab versus cab at 56 degrees. What everyone else is doing? Summer barbecue wine pairings. What you could do instead? Some more wine, please. Instead of burgers and ribs, create a s'mores and wine pairing guide. You could integrate it with social media and run a contest. Customers share their s'mores and your wine picks with a special hashtag to enter a giveaway. Ooh. Plus, it's sweet and people are making s'mores. They're camping. All right, so now let's shift gears into August, my favorite month of the year, because, well, it's when I married the whiskers. What are some ways to seize the late summer sizzle? How about an unexpected approach? What everyone else is doing? End of summer clearance. What you could do instead? The summer wine time capsule. Let customers pre-buy a wine for next year at today's price, like a futures release, but you don't have to worry about shipping it in the heat and they're getting a great deal. You store it until next summer or let them ship it, in April and have it for summer enjoyment. Booyah. What everyone else is doing, back to school, back to wine. What you could do instead, how about the school supply list for wine lovers? Play on your traditional school supply checklist, but make it wine focused. Highlighters could be your light, crisp Sauvignon Blanc for weeknights. Your notebook could be take tasting notes with this bold Cabernet. Kind of a fun play on some of the supplies, but tied to wines in your portfolio. What everyone else is doing. Last call for summer rosé. What you could do instead. Last bottle of rosé? Not so fast. Here's why you should drink rosé year-round. Bust the myth that rosé is only for summer. Feature a fall food pairing that makes rosé shine. And a quick shout out to my friends at Snack Wines who make rosé all day, all year. Here's another fun side note. Tablas Creek Winery has this incredible aging guide for all of the wines that they produce. And it kind of shows how their different releases evolve over time. So if you have a bottle of their 2022 Rosé, you can see if it's in an ideal drinking window, if it still has time to grow. Like, you could make a version of that for your Rosé that shows how the flavors might shift with time in the bottle. Just one more way to make your products relevant throughout the year. Okay, so that's the A in your jazz. Let's finish it up with some jazz hands, baby, because September, we're reinventing harvest and fall marketing. Here's what everyone else is doing. Harvest is here, new wines for fall. It's often a time when we're releasing our red wine portfolio from the 2 vintages or 3 vintages past. But here's what you could do instead. Harvest like an insider. Your invite to Crush Week. Offer behind the scenes, virtual or in-person access to your winery's harvest action. Feature a harvest themed tasting kit that people can enjoy at home while watching live winemaking content. Like, get people integrated with your social media and tuning in for live updates along the way, but with an email to kind of guide them through the itinerary. Here's what everyone else is doing. Fall wine pairings. What you could do instead, wine, but make it soup. Listen, instead of pumpkin spice everything or like heavy fall dishes, send wine pairings for cozy fall soups. Encourage your customers to submit their favorite soup recipes to make a community recipe book, which you could then turn into a PDF download that you offer in exchange for future subscribers' information. Dang, it's like a flywheel. That's why I love this stuff so much. Okay, so you've got the J, the A, and the S, and we are finally jazzed about jazz. Having personally run campaigns for wineries during this period for over a decade, I can say this with confidence. When you mix up the summer playbook, you are the winery that's taking the smart approach, one that surprises and engages your customers instead of just getting lost in inbox clutter. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, which of these ideas are you gonna steal for your winery? You can let me know by leaving a comment below. Oh, and if this was helpful, you're feeling inspired, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss another episode, and until next week, keep pressing send on your next best email. School's out for the summer. You can put that in the intro, I don't know. I'm just gonna let it. My momentum. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to check in and answer them stuff. I don't know. What do you do with comments on YouTube?
I'll reply.
I'll reply.